This video is being sponsored by Ubisoft. This film was my highlight of 2023. Thank you, Ubisoft. Welcome everyone, my name is GBG and in today's video, we're going to take a look at Assassin's Creed Mirage. In this Assassin's Creed franchise, you take the role of Basim, a cunning street thief with nightmarish visions seeking answers and justice. After an act of deadly retribution, Basim flees Baghdad and joins an ancient organization, the Hidden Ones. In other words, the Assassin's Organization. Basim has an arsenal of weapons that make him rather deadly, as you can customize your weapon perks or modifications to your liking to suit your playstyle. For me, what I like the most for this Assassin's Creed is that it gives me the ability to choose how I want to take on my enemies at any given circumstance. Yes, there is stealth, but in addition to that, you also have weapon tools, giving us players a wider variety of enemy approach and enemy takedowns. So now I'm gonna give you guys a quick look at how the weapon modifications work. As you progress through the story, you will unlock tools, and these tools can be used in and out of combat whenever you want. So you can even harm civilians with this, so be careful, otherwise you will get desynchronized, literally a game over screen because you killed the civilian. So any tools that linger after you deploy them can kill civilians, so that's something you need to be aware of as soon as you engage in combat, okay? My first recommendation that I can give you guys is that you unlock throwing knife first. It is the best one you will get. It is very handy in combat, even in close combat, and stealth, as you could also retrieve this every time you kill someone with it. Not to mention the modifications, which just makes it super handy. So as soon as you get your very first skill point, I do recommend you guys bank it up and just save it so that you can unlock your knife recovery skill. And the reason why you want this is because it will save you a lot of time when taking on bigger missions, so you don't have to look around for craters to supply on your knives. And trust me when I tell you, these missions can be pretty tedious, especially if you're playing on harder difficulties. So what you're going to want to do is headshot every single mini enemy that you find. I mean the smaller enemies that do not have big armors. Those guys are easy to kill with a knife, as all it takes is one headshot and that's it. And as for the bigger enemies, you're gonna need to aim at their legs and then immediately close in and stab them on the ground. Some of them will fall, some of them will still stand, so you're just gonna have to gamble. So now let's talk about the reactive city of Baghdad. Pickpocketing is still, in fact, in the game. And in this game, it is smooth as hell because now you can just walk and smoothly steal from NPCs while still minding your own business. And it's just amazing because it just works, it's flawless, and you don't have to worry about playing a 2-hour minigame. Because the minigame that they've implemented this time around is super quick. The minute you get to pickpocket someone, You get a timer, and that timer can go quicker depending on the level of the NPC you're trying to rob, and if you fail, then they will call you out by shouting your name and calling you a thief, and eventually the alarm will be raised and the guards will start to chase you down. And this is where notoriety level comes to play. And here how it works. If you're seen committing illegal actions, killing, stealing, pickpocketing, the city will respond with civilians calling out for guards or enemies to chase you down. Remove wanted posters around the map so you'll see these in game when you're playing, or pay heralds to reduce or cancel notoriety level bar. Sometimes it may not even allow you to do the herald paying system just because it might not be high enough. You may need to have 3 or 4 bars on a notorious level in order to pay the heralds to actually get rid of your notoriety level. And at level 1, civilians might recognize you and call for guards to your location, and wanted posters will appear around the map as well. At level 2, guards have increased perception and are more likely to detect you. Archers start patrolling rooftops, civilians are also more likely to report to you and your authorities, and more wanted posters will appear, which can also attract passes, okay? And level 3, the elite Shakira guard is unleashed on your trail. These guards are actually pretty rough because their attacks are super unpredictable, so if you see them, you better stay at a distance and like use your traps and things to get rid of them, otherwise you're gonna have a really hard time. I've mastered how to fight them, so you keep your distance, let them run towards you, and then they'll always do like a parryable attack, so all you have to do is parry them and hit them a few times and then do the same thing. But if you want to play aggressive against them, I suggest you get used to your tools and then slap the hell out of them. And like every other Assassin's Creed, you can actually camouflage yourself within other civilians, and sometimes you may have to bribe them, but in most cases you can just use a bench and sit down and just keep your head down. But don't try to do this when your notoriety level is maxed out, because they will find you and they will recognize you. So that was a quick summary on how the notoriety level works in Assassin's Creed Mirage. The combat in this game is pretty simple, but it works as intended, which is a good thing, because now you can focus on 2 things, on the dodge and parrying. And with the addition of tools, you can make things a lot more complex. You can add tools whenever you dodge or you parry to make things a little bit more flashy. For example, you can do a parry and then immediately use your throwing knife to aim at their leg and then stun them for a little bit longer period of time. Or if you're up against a horde of enemies, you can always use your smoke grenade to immediately camouflage yourself and get away, or alternatively, you could always just assassinate them all within the smoke grenade's range, which is a pretty strong tool that you can use when you upgrade your smoke grenade's modification tool. So if you're looking to wreak havoc in the game and just face every one of them, you can do so, because I did it myself. But if you're more of the stealth guy, then you can always just camouflage within the smoke grenade, go back into hiding again, and then come back around with the stealth attacks and kill them all swiftly. And if you had a doubt that these guys really went back to their roots, then here's a showcase of what the parkour looks like.
What? You there. Go.
Playtime's over. Die! Shoot the rubber!
And that, ladies and gentlemen, is Assassin's Creed Mirage. Make sure to stay tuned onto my videos as I will be doing a giveaway, so all you have to do to participate is like and comment in this video, and a winner at random will be selected in the next few days. Remember, Assassin's Creed Mirage is a tribute to the original game that started it all. And also a massive thank you to our folks at Ubisoft for sponsoring this video. This is the ultimate collaboration I've been waiting for. If you like this video, then leave me a thumbs up and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Thank you for watching.